Man, what a day. What a week. What a year. Where do I start? So, I haven't been super active on here. I haven't been posting as much as I definitely should have, or as much as I would like to. Um, I still have tons of projects, tons of things that are going on. Kind of realizing it's a little bit difficult trying to record some of this stuff at a moment's notice, which I know seems a little strange because usually you got time to do stuff like that, especially if you're thinking about doing projects. You might be thinking about recording them, but not always. Just usually working a little bit late and then getting home kind of late, so I have so much set time to do certain things. These last few times I've gone out to go work on the truck, just a bunch of stuff here and there. I'll have to do an update on that later. Currently, the big ticket item right now is work on the Eclipse, though. I've been working on that for years, as some of you guys might know, but only really recently have I been able to actually work on it a little more in depth these last couple of weeks. So I've been coming to the garage right after work and getting stuff done on this. So there's definitely been some progress that's been made on this. Okay, well, I guess without trying to take up too much more time on this, let me show you guys what we've done. So we have finished relocating the stock ECU, and I think you guys are really going to appreciate this because of the amount of time it took, the level of thoughtfulness that went into it. There's so much time went into doing this and trying to make it look right and get it to an acceptable level. So here, let me show you guys what I've done. All right, so there's a little bit of a harness kind of sticking out over here. That's from the Mega Squirt, but this is the stock ECU harness, and it goes under the seat here, which is kind of difficult to show you guys. I can't really move the chair right now. I got a lot of stuff behind it, but I will definitely add some pictures to go with it. Anyways, certainly one of the coolest things I have done on this car, and I'm definitely very excited about it because, for one, it affords me the opportunity to actually start doing a wire tuck for it and trying to kind of uplift the engine bay slightly so that way it looks a little bit nicer, a little more presentable, less cluttered. And that's kind of been the big thing. So that right there, that's done. That ECU is in. The wires that I won't be using are capped off. There isn't anything else I'm gonna have to do to that. So now it's full steam ahead on this on the Mega Squirt, getting this installed. So, and right now I'm trying to run the wires, the harness for that, as smart as I can, in the best directions I can. So that way I'm trying to think ahead of time about how it's going to look and where I'm going to want it mounted, as well as where these are going to plug into. But I'll show you kind of where we're at with that. So for now, I'm running my pigtails to the sensors I'm going to run, and I'm going to bring those pretty close. I'm going to try and methodically plan out how they're going to go to it. I've got all my sensor grounds going here. I have the harness for the ignition and fuel injectors right there. So that's going to be a huge help getting that set up. I think, honestly, I think because I like to see progress, I'm gonna do those first. Get those installed. Get the harness for the ignition fuel injectors done, and then move on to doing more of the sensors and getting those plugged in. But for now, I'm kind of just running these where in the direction they're supposed to be to start with. So yeah, that's the update. Stock ECU's in. It's gonna run all the interior. It's gonna run the headlights, the emissions equipment, because we are still trying to be able to run this on the street and keep it tagged and plated, because we live in the city and that sucks, but still trying to make it work. So that's part of it. What else is it gonna run? I guess if I ever end up putting power steering back in this thing, then maybe that could do something there. But overall, like that's really all I need. I just needed to run the lights. I needed to run interior stuff, emissions, and that's really about it. That's all. And then the standalone, that's going to run all the engine components and the sensors for the engine. So we're full steam ahead right now. We're moving. Excuse me. Sorry, I've kind of been getting over a cold. I've had a cold roughly a couple weeks now. I just keep getting sick for some reason. But I do want to kind of touch on something here. This light behind me. This is my roommate's. Milwaukee makes this. And I will say this has probably been one of the most helpful tools I've had working on this project the entire time I've been using it. I used it both in here in the engine bay, and I used it inside of the cabin of the car. And ultimately that really made a difference. It really made a difference in my motivation, and just having one less thing I had to mess with, so that way I could get this done. Just a huge help in that case. I ultimately would I like having the garage, and I like using that. I think if I had to, and there was really one thing I needed while I was doing this project, is being able to have that light anywhere I go for any work I do on this. I think this light is fantastic, and I'm gonna try and find a link for you guys. I don't get sponsorship from that, but I also really want to give a shout out to my dad for helping me out here. I really started to get bogged down on the amount of work that needed to be done and all the wires that needed to go in, because that was really a big pain point for me, trying to get that done and completed soon. Because after a while doing it, you start kind of getting bogged down. Like it takes the kind of deflates your sails after a little bit, almost. But it's done, so it's good. And I also want to give a shout out to my Uncle Roger for doing these videos and helping set this up, because this has been huge. Having somebody that knows how to do this stuff, that can really help and put these videos together so seamlessly, I want to say thank you for that. But back to this. Yeah, I'm making this video mainly just to give you guys an update on what's going on and where we're at. So I'm hoping soon, next month, maybe. I don't know. I'd preferably like to see this done within the next week or two, but it all really depends. It all really depends on what's going on, what people need from me, if they need help with stuff, or if I'm just gonna be if I'm gonna be able to have time to do this. Yeah, just busy all the time. So anyways, yeah, that's the update. Stock ECU's in, Mega Squirt's getting wired up. We're doing ignition and fuel first. Super awesome floodlight for the engine bay. What else we got? I think there's definitely gonna be some other stuff too that I'm gonna want to cover as far as engine related things goes. I have a really awesome surprise, and if I might have, you might have caught it in the video when I was going in the cabin, so we'll see. Hopefully you guys didn't see it, but we have a really big surprise for this car coming up soon. So as soon as this is all put back together, it's gonna be another project. Hopefully by then I'll have the funds together and we can do another project after that. So we'll see. Car's almost done. She's gonna need paint, and paint's gonna be the last thing on this. So I do want to show you guys one more thing before I close this out. So I did go ahead and install there you go. I did go ahead and install some studs on the back here to help with putting this manifold on and getting even torque on everything for for the turbo, so that way we can hold pressure a lot better. And yeah, it's just a nice benefit of using studs for this, I think, is going to be being able to hold pressure in the manifold. Well. All right, I'm rambling. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys' support. You know, I'm still kind of getting in the groove of doing these videos. I'm not super confident with them, but I do like showing you guys, because I know that there are people out there that are going to be doing similar things like what I'm doing, and having the content to help them learn and be able to do it as well is going to be a huge benefit to them. So yeah, hey, thanks for watching. My name is Brandon, and like, share, subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed.